The AEW Fight Forever promotional campaign is off to a pretty decent start. They've spent the last 2 years slowly developing the game, providing us with small updates every few months to show us how it's going, and now over the last week, the leaks and the official info have only started to ramp up, with screenshots, trailers and more coming from every direction. One of the most important and controversial assets that has come out over this last week was the reveal of this supposed cover for the game. This cover art, which was leaked on August 2nd, was met with mixed reviews, as some fans loved it and some fans hated it. Then on August 3rd, THQ Nordic made the official announcement that they were signed on to publish this game with AEW and Yuke's, and alongside that announcement was this trailer which also featured the same artwork as the one that had previously been leaked as the game cover, which allowed most of us to put one and one together and come to the natural conclusion that this would in fact be the game's official cover that would be released during the launch. However, thanks to a new comment from AEW wrestler Evil Uno, it seems as if it may not be as simple as that. If you happen to see our video from a few days ago, the one which we talked about updates to the AEW Fight Forever career mode, in that video, we also discussed some information that had been reported by Fightful Select, which revealed that the cover art that we had all been exposed to was something that no one in AEW had seen before it was actually put out to the public, and instead, it was something that was put together by the THQ Nordic graphics team. Now, we found that to be quite odd. Given the fact that Tony Khan and Kenny Omega in particular have been all over this project ever since it was announced in November 2020, we would have thought that at least one of them would have wanted to have the final say on what the main cover for this game looks like, but alas, based on this report from Fightful Select, that didn't seem to be the case. But these new comments from Evil Uno have thrown another curveball into the mix, as according to him, this may not actually be the main cover for the game after all. We have to give a big shout out to YouTube user Adam Austin for leaving this comment on our last AEW related video, as without it, we wouldn't have been able to track down the comments that had been made by Evil Uno himself, which of course, we did manage to find. These comments were made by Evil Uno on a recent AEW Games livestream where they covered the announcement from THQ Nordic themselves, during which time Evil Uno had this to say.
The Fight Forever video game. That's right, our AEW console game has some news. In fact, I would like to officially announce with this little video the partnership between ourselves, Yuke's, and THQ Nordic to publish the AEW Fight Forever video game. You can see this here. THQ obviously has a huge lineage of video games, more notably No Mercy from N64, which this game heavily influenced off of. You can see here the key art for the image. One correction, a lot of people are saying, oh, that's the cover art. It's key art. There is a distinction. It could be the exact same art. I do not know. But at this moment, it's just key art, so it could still change.
So, as we just heard there, Evil Uno felt it was necessary to go out of his way to clarify that the artwork we have seen so far when it comes to AEW Fight Forever is the key art for the game and not specifically the cover art. He does go on to add that they could be one and the same and that he doesn't know for sure, but even still, the fact that he went out of his way to say something here in the way that he did tells us that there's something more to go off here. Evil Uno makes this comment in a way that implies that he probably does know more than he's letting on. He just realised partway through saying what he's saying that he said too much, at which point he's backtracked a little bit by throwing in a I don't know for sure, just for good measure. You see, you have to bear in mind that these AEW game streams have been important to the promotion of AEW Fight Forever. It's where many of the trailers have been shown off for the very first time, it's where the name of the game was officially revealed for the very first time, and I'm sure it'll be a place where many more updates come in the future. Evil Uno is obviously a core part of this group, working to make AEW Fight Forever the best game that it can possibly be, and with that, he's likely going to have knowledge and information that other members of the AEW roster don't have, and it seems to me, he may have more information that he's letting on when it comes to the cover of AEW Fight Forever. Now, does this mean that we're going to see a brand new cover and that something else is going to be revealed in place of what we have currently in the near future? Maybe, but probably not. It seems like there's plenty of evidence here to support that a new cover could be coming. The first reveal of this cover was a leak, it was met with a lukewarm reception from the audience, no one in AEW seemingly knew about it based on Fightful Select's report, and now we have Evil Uno saying it may not actually be the cover after all. All of those things combined paints a picture that change could be coming. However, I don't think that's going to be the case. The art style we're seeing featured on the AEW Fight Forever key art is an art style that has been used for the website, as well as other key assets that have been revealed by THQ Nordic for the game. I would say there's a good chance that this art style is also something that has been used within the game itself for the menus and things like that. So if the project as a whole has banked on this art style and has already put a lot of time, money and effort into making this art style a big part of the project, then I would say it's going to be close to impossible to reverse those decisions, especially if the game comes out within the next 4 to 5 months. It would also feel quite unprofessional, to be honest. They revealed gameplay to the world back in November 2020, then had to backtrack and change that, to reveal the official logo and artwork for the game, only to change that a few weeks later as well. All in all, just paints the picture of an unorganized working environment, and I'm sure that's not the picture that AEW wants to have associated with them as they build up to the release of this game. I think it's likely that Evil Uno has seen other versions of what the cover could have possibly looked like, and that's where his comments were coming from. But personally, I don't think it's going to lead to anything deeper than that in the future. Do you like the cover art that's currently being advertised for AEW Fight Forever, or do you wish they would switch to something else? Be sure to leave all your thoughts in the comment section down below, and if you're still here at this point in the video, please be sure to slap a like on this video as it really does help it out, and subscribe for more AEW Fight Forever content. Thank you very much for watching this video, and we'll see you soon for another one. Peace.